The 7-guard sweep is one of my personal favorite sweeps, but I want to be candid about you that this one is a little bit attribute dependent. I started doing this sweep because when I was playing a lot of outside hook guard, I would have a chain where when folks would disrupt my outside hook guard, I would transition to the inside hook, then I would try to go to X guard. If they went to their knee, which they often did, I would go to the deep half. If they put their foot on the mat in the deep half, I would go for the waiter sweep. If I couldn't waiter sweep them, I would go to this 7-guard sweep. I mention that because although this is a really powerful and effective sweep, it is lower down the list of things that I would go for. And if you're not a shorter, more flexible person, you might struggle with one element of this, which I just want to be upfront about. Not every sweep is for every body type. That being said, if you get to this position, I think that you'll have a lot of fun with it, and I've certainly had a lot of success with it over the years. So let me show you this chain. If we start from the outside hook, a lot of times what will happen is Jesse will clear this hook, I'll go to the inside hook. As Jesse steps forward to try to pass, I'm gonna try to go to the X guard, but if he sees me do that exactly, he's gonna go to his knee. Now, if I am gonna play deep half, I want this foot off the mat, right? If I can't get the foot off the mat, like he's making a post right here, I'm often gonna try to do the waiter sweep, which of course we did another video on. Now, if you check out the waiter sweep video, you'll see that I like to have my knee in here, but a lot of other people with terrific jiu-jitsu do not. The reason I like to have my knee here is both so I don't get squished by a really big opponent, but also so I can set up this 7-guard sweep. If, when you play around with it, if you decide, you decide what's right for you and your body type. But so with me, when I try to sweep with the waiter sweep, I try to get this high up onto my shoulder, and I try to bump with my knees and extend. You can see how often he can active post a little bit, sometimes effectively, right? Especially if the guy's bigger and longer than I am. So what I'll do, and this is also true, like this sweep works really effectively if I can get this up on my shoulder, but if I can't get this up on my shoulder, he's gonna have a lot more base. So instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the 7-guard sweep. I'm gonna extend my spine straight up in the air, and I'm gonna take my grip from the underhook, the classic waiter position, to grab the top of his foot, just like a toe hold. As I extend, I'm going to step on the inside of his knee. And this is the part, once again, where it really does help to be flexible or have shorter legs. The thing is, at this point, you're kind of playing spider guard on the inside of their knee, which makes it really easy to off-balance them. For the sweep, this hand just holds his leg in place, and this leg goes straight. And all I do is I rotate and I come to the top. And from here, Jesse do anything. He's stuck, right? I'm playing spider guard on the inside of his knee. I haven't let go of this grip yet. From here, it's up to you what you want to do. Typically, I will come up and start to stack pass, but you're in a powerful position regardless of what particular type of pass you like. So let's do that one more time. So we go for, again, this setup chain is one that I've used for a long time, but it can also happen just from the deep half, just from the waiter sweep position. If you wind up in a position to waiter sweep, you can do this 7-guard sweep. By the way, the 7-guard is a term I learned from Dave Camarillo, which is why I call it this. So if Jesse clears, I go here, he puts his knee on the mat to stop me from going to X guard, I come and try to waiter sweep, right? Or maybe the waiter sweep's not working. So for the waiter sweep, we call it the waiter sweep because my palm's to the ceiling like a waiter carrying a tray, and I extend my hips up, grab his knee, retract, step on the inside of his knee. I'm gonna put this foot on the mat. Now it's really important that I extend my leg out. I can probably sweep him regardless, but particularly because I'm a shorter legged person, if I extend out, right, he wants to go over right away. And now all I'm gonna do is turn my hips. You notice my belt knot is pointed to the ceiling. Just gonna rotate. And you got him really stuck, right? This hand controls this leg, so he can't put his foot on the mat and shrimp. Even if he could put his foot on the mat and shrimp, this leg is totally immobilized. I'm gonna come up, and you can either go to a traditional double underpass, or a lot of guys these days will pass the guard by stepping on the knee anyway. And so you can do that kind of Rotolo style, step on the leg, passing and airing it that way. So we call that the 7-guard sweep. It works both gi and no gi. As you'll notice, there aren't any gi grips to be had, or there aren't any gi grips to be required. You can always grab the gi if you want to. But if you find yourself in a waiter sweep position, and the person's resisting your attempts to waiter sweep, play a little spider guard on the inside of their knee. It's really fun.